I'm finally making the video to talk about why I quit MLMs for good. If you want to know why, stay tuned. Alright, so I don't know what to say anymore because usually my videos start with, "Hi, I'm Kelly Nascimento with Kelly's Reading Corner," and Kelly's Reading Corner is closing. So I don't know what to say, but I'm Kelly Nascimento. I have built this YouTube channel on my Usmer Books and More business, showing our favorite children's books, and I don't know what it's going to be moving forward, but I'm going to make another video all about like what I'm doing now. But let's go back in time and talk about my experience with network marketing and kind of what has changed from when I first bought my starter kit with Usmer Books and More to last month when I decided to close up shop, sell off all my inventory, which by the way, my inventory is still on sale at 50% off. I have just like 20 something books left to sell. So if you want to support me closing my MLM business, then you can find my books posted on Instagram at KRK Inventory. You can shop there and help me close up shop. We're almost closed and done. I actually have space in my office. I cleared out the closet. I've gotten rid of so much stuff that I used to run my network marketing business, and it feels so good because I'm gonna put a sensory swing in here for my son. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. I wrote notes, so let's see what my notes say. So I started my Usmer Books and More business in 2018 when my son was 9 months old, and before that for like 3.5-ish years I was a Beachbody coach, and I did post a video about why I quit Beachbody and moved to Usmer Books and More. So I used to have a virtual assistant who would do this, but I'm gonna figure out how to do it and put a link card up here to that video, but I will link it in the description. That I know how to do. So you can watch that if you're curious about why I left Beachbody specifically, and now I have left Usmer Books and More and network marketing as a whole, so that's a whole nother story. So here we go. So 2018, I signed up as an Usmer Books and More consultant when my son was 9 months old. He was loving their black and white books, their That's Not My books, their noisy books, and I was already experienced in direct sales. Beachbody wasn't feeling like it was for me anymore, and Usmer Books and More seemed very like family focused and family friendly, and I felt like it would it had like a better compensation plan and business structure, and it made more sense. So that was great. Loved it. Then moving forward, so I like running my business, you know, doing the things, and my son was diagnosed autistic in May of 2020. So things had began to kind of shift as far as how much time and physical and mental energy my family required of me since my son's diagnosis. And kind of as time went by, it became clear that so we're getting into kind of the first obstacle to my business, which of course I was just working to overcome it because that's what they teach you to do, right? Because you're an entrepreneur and you have to overcome obstacles and push through and find new ways and whatever. And I mean, that's part of the fun of it, I suppose, but we'll get into why I'm like, no thanks, over that. But my son really loves the familiar, and he loves repetition in general, and he still, to this day, he's 4.5 and he still loves these same books that he loved when he was 6 months old, for the most part. Some he's let go, and there's not many new ones that he likes. He just reads That's Not My books every day, all day. We read the how-to collection, it's all the same. So it did become a challenge in my, for Kelly's Reading Corner, I'll say. I'm sick of calling it my business, but it did become a challenge to share my personal experience with the books. So I kind of found like a new mission to, I wanted to help families kind of like re-envision what reading could look like for their kids and their family, because we did have to do things maybe in a more in a way I didn't expect, right? So I felt like I did have good experience to be able to share, but it did become difficult to make really good book recommendations because I couldn't base them on personal experience. So I kind of had to go the extra mile to, order the books and get them myself and read them, or watch a lot of YouTube videos of other consultants talking about books and read posts of other consultants sharing their kids' experiences with the books and what they liked and why and what ages enjoy these books. Like, I don't know. So that did become a little bit of an obstacle, but I just shifted my business and tried to figure it out. I did shift my business to YouTube, which I've really enjoyed, and I do hope to continue posting on this channel, although I don't know what that's going to look like. But, I was getting books, posting them here for you guys, and it was really fun, and I loved it. I love video. So it did kind of work out. But as I said, like, the time that I needed to spend supporting my son and his needs increased and increased and increased, and it never really decreased. So there was that. And then around the same time, maybe like later in 2020 and in 2021, I started watching anti-MLM content on YouTube, and I've dabbled in it a little bit, posted a couple videos just about like my past and things I've done that are maybe a little cringy or what I haven't liked about MLMs. And so I was watching a lot of that. And so here comes in, I think you can call it like cognitive dissonance, where, I'm watching this content that's saying things against network marketing, and I agree with it. But in the meantime, I'm in an MLM and I'm making money, and I just continue to try to work with integrity and change how I do things my way. They're doing that, but I'm not doing that, right? But at the same time, I'm still a part of it, right? So yeah, I don't know. I just kept trying to figure it out, I guess. And then in fall of 2021, so last fall, like a year ago, I started working with a life coach. I found this certified life coach through a direct sales academy that I was in. It was basically like this membership that I was paying to get direct sales advice from someone who had run like a couple of successful ones. And this life coach did a masterclass, and she said, well, I think all network marketers should be making 6 figures, and I help you do that. So I signed up with her. Really expensive. Do I regret the money? Not totally, because she did help really change my perspective on life in general. Because before I started working with this life coach, and here's kind of part of the issue with working in network marketing, I was feeling overwhelmed, stressed, burned out, lost. I didn't really know where to go with Kelly's Reading Corner. Where do I put my focus? Should I be active on all social media platforms, or should I just focus on YouTube? Can I run my whole business through YouTube, or do I need Instagram? Do I need Facebook parties? Can I run my business off of Facebook or off of social media? I'm like someone who doesn't know anything, it takes so much work and time and energy to become like an expert on social media marketing. And I also started doing an online digital marketing course, and I was like, whoa, my MLM and any MLM I've been in has not taught you this. They don't teach you about actual digital marketing skills and practices. So you're just floundering, like trying to run a business and create a steady stream of income and like train other people to do it, when you really are just like, oh, I'll try this, I'll try this, I'll try this. And the world, especially since the pandemic, the world just changes. Social media changes, and like you can't keep up. And then you're trying to, be a mom and a wife and a housemaker, and like it was really impossible. So my goal with starting to work with this life coach was to get my work down to 10 hours a week, really efficient, let go of all the extras. She kind of helped me evaluate for myself what I felt like was necessary and what was not, and kind of create new systems that I felt proud of, that I felt like helped me work with integrity and not in those like scammy, scummy, sleazy ways that a lot of network marketers work or are taught to work. And that's what I wanted to do. And I was going to build my business to make 6 figures, and it was going to be great. And as time went on, the cognitive dissonance just became so apparent that I couldn't ignore it anymore. I had spent 6 months working with this life coach, and I had made so many changes to what I was doing, and I wasn't building income at all. It got to a point where I just needed to focus so much more on my home and my family that I didn't have the time to make all these changes and do new stuff, and it just like what I was doing just wasn't working, and I just was over it. You know, there was always questions of, is this working? Is that working? And you're not taught how to try something and then analyze it. Do something and analyze it. You're not taught that. You got to figure that out yourself. And it's just not easy. If I'm going to work, I just want to work and get paid. Work and get paid. And network marketers like try to say that that's a bad thing, to like get paid for the time you work rather than like your hustle and whatever. But like, it's nice to get a steady paycheck. It's just nice to work and know how much you're going to make and that you're going to make that money like every week or whatever, you know? It just feels so much more relaxing. So also, this kind of moves into part 2 of the video, but I also decided to get a puppy and train her to be a service dog for my son, so an autism service dog. And wow, that's a lot of work, okay? It's a lot of work to have a puppy and train a puppy, and especially when your son doesn't really like her yet. So yeah, I was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I got to make a decision. And like I said, the cognitive dissonance just became so apparent and so great. I was like, I can't do this. I realized that I cannot work a direct sales business with integrity. Like, as much as I tried, it still is what it is. And I didn't feel right about casting a vision for people, to like try to recruit people, to cast a vision of something that I didn't feel confident that I could even get to, or I wasn't there, you know? Like, I got to a point where I couldn't guarantee that the systems I was providing to people would bring them a steady stream of income, because I wasn't seeing it for myself. And so after a while, several months of like trying to make that work and seeing it not work, like, where could I go, you know? Where could I go with that? Like, it just had to be done. So I decided to close up shop. I don't know what else to say about it. I feel like there's like so much to say and nothing to say at the same time. So really what it comes down to is the time and energy that I wanted to put towards my family, my son and his needs, our puppy and training her to be a service dog, my marriage and my home, all of those things, to be able to manage that in the way that I wanted to, I didn't have enough left for figuring out my network marketing business, because no company that I've seen or experienced, and so in my opinion, no network marketing company has the answers. They're not training the way that you really need to be trained to build a successful business for yourself. So I'm going to make a part 2 to talk about what I'm doing now and what my plan is moving forward. If you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you see my next upload. And before you hop off this video, if you enjoyed hearing about my experience in network marketing and why I quit, please give this video a thumbs up. Please like it. It really helps my channel. And leave a comment below with your thoughts. Share your experience in network marketing, or also moving forward on this channel, what would you like to see? Are you interested in seeing more anti-MLM content from me? Are you interested in seeing more like lifestyle or vlog kind of stuff. Let me know. I definitely want to continue posting on this channel, but like I said, I'm not sure what I want it to be yet, so we'll see. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I will see you in part 2.